Alright, what's up guys? We are back again. Today we are doing another video. It is zombies. I love this deck. This is one of my very favorite decks. Yeah, this actually, I went on a 15 game winning streak with this deck, but unfortunately it was ended with, you wouldn't believe the deck that ended this winning streak. I mean, if you guys want to see it, I'll post the video. Just let me know in the comment section. If you want to see the craziness that ended this insane win streak, I'll post it, but yeah, this deck has been very good for me. Zombie World, today I have a brand new version of Zombie World. I'm very excited to show you guys. It's a 60 card version. It's got dangers. It's got a lot of different things. It's got Fossil Dyna, which is actually really cool. I needed it for this video, and I actually crafted a Royal. Pretty crazy. But yeah, this card is absolutely nuts in this deck, and there's a million ways that you can summon it on your opponent's turn and during your turn, which is just insane. We've got 60 card. Even though grass got hit, it's not that big of a deal because we do play Left Arm Offering to search everything that we need. But let's go through the cards one by one. We play one Glow Up Bloom. Obviously, this is a thing that summons, you know, these are big zombies from the deck. It's important, but you don't want to play more than one because it locks you into zombies. We play the Psy Reflector package, 3 of that, and then we play 2 Emergency Teleport. Basically, they're just quite good, honestly. Really good cards, and they basically get you to either a level 9 synchro if you want to, or a level 8 synchro, or it gets you to Chaos Ruler, which lets you mill 5 cards and then add 1. So either way, no matter what you do, it's just good. Plague Spreader, 1 copy, very good card, obviously. Mad Mauler, basically Plague Spreader Part 2. Then we've got Assault Synchron. This is basically a free special summon that you can do. I can also play Tuning, honestly, now that I think about it. And then I'm going to probably play Revolution Synchron whenever it comes out. But this is basically a free special summon, and it's a level 2. So anytime we have any of the level 4s here, we basically just normal summon the level 4, pay 700 life points, special summon this, and then we can automatically go into... where's this thing called? A Immortal Dragon. So basically, it's a pretty cool combo. You can like normal summon Gozuki, send a zombie, and then you can special summon this, make the Immortal Dragon, and then send another card to the graveyard. So you essentially mill 2 zombies with 2 cards. Pretty good combo there. Unizombie, one of the most important cards in the deck. Less important than it used to be because obviously we have so much other engine pieces and so many ways to mill and so many ways to do things. I prefer this build because you don't get stuck on this one card. We play a bunch of dangers. Jackalope, Tsuchinoko. Mizuki is not a danger, but it's obviously very important. We play 2 Fossil Dynas. Now this is quite key. I realized in this deck there are a lot of ways to special summon monsters from the graveyard because everything becomes a zombie, including Fossil Dyna, but there's no payoff to actually being able to special summon anything. Now with this card, you have so many different ways to summon it back. You can summon it back with Mizuki. You can summon it back with, this is the main reason I started playing it. You can summon it back with Red Eyes, Dragon Lord. This card is really good. It lets you quick effect summon any zombie from your graveyard to your side of the field during your opponent's turn. That's cool, but there's no payoff. There's literally no zombie that you would even want to special summon, except for maybe you can summon Doom King Ballardrock if it gets targeted with Call by the Grave. You can summon it back to dodge Call by the Grave. Other than that, there was no payoff whatsoever to ever summon this thing. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm milling 20 cards anyway, I might as well have something good to special summon during my opponent's turn, like a Fossil Dyna. Also, you can summon it, like I said, you can summon it with Mizuki. You can summon it off of the Red Eyes Zombie Lord, or you can also summon it with Baron de Fleur. So if you make Baron de Fleur during your turn, and let's say your opponent like Nibiru's you can activate this, negate the Nibiru, then during your opponent's standby phase, you can activate Baron de Fleur to target the Fossil Dyna back, special summon Fossil Dyna, and basically that's another way to special summon Fossil Dyna. You have a million different ways to summon it. It's really cool. We've got Assault Beast as a part of the package, the Psy-Frame package, Fairy Tale Snow, just because you mill it, you win. Gozuki, and this is really good against decks like it's good against Kashtira because they can't exceed some. It's good against Synchro decks. It's good against a lot of different decks because it books the monsters hard to play against. It's good against Link decks, but basically good against everything. If you mill it, you win. Then we've got Prime Banshee. Also, this triggers certain cards, like it triggers the Shang-Chi, and it triggers the Mesra Deville, wherever it is. This one, the Al Ghul Mesra. It basically triggers both of them, so you get 3 special summons off of 1 activation. Insane. Gozuki, Necro Banshee gets you Zombie World. This got limited to 1, and we still play 1. These two, you might as well have them when they get milled. They're additional graveyard interruption. And they're also important because, like, say for example, sometimes you have situations with these two are really good. You have situations where you mill all of your zombie worlds. And I know it's stupid, but like sometimes it happens. You mill your zombie worlds, but you can actually activate these and put your zombie worlds back, and then you can activate Necro Banshee and put it back onto the field. So that's actually like a really, really good. It's like recursion. You could shuffle back anything that you need anywhere here. You can put back like reasonings. You can put back cards. You can fill up your deck to make your Grasslick Screener more alive. It's like insane. We've got Shang-Chi, very important. It sends a card to the graveyard and special summons stuff back. 3 Nessie. Jacko Bulan. He's okay. I might actually cut him. We've got 3 Bigfoots. Bigfoot is important because I don't, as you can see, I don't play hand traps. I don't even like hand traps. So I don't feel like playing that in giant hand trap package. So I just play 3 Bigfoots, and I just use that as my going second cards. I use that and the Danger Thunderbird and stuff like that as my going second package. We've got 2 Doom Kings just in case one gets banished. 1 Thunderbird. This guy's insane. He protects your zombies from destruction by banishing itself, and then when it gets banished you get to special summon it, so it's like 2 effects in 1. Obviously Foolish Burial, very important. 3 Reasoning. Your opponent is never, because we're on Master Duel and it's all game 1s all the time, you activate this and your opponent has no idea what in the world you're playing, so they're going to guess a totally random level, like completely random, 7, 1, 8, 10, like they're going to guess stupid random levels, and they never guess the right level because you play 68 different levels in this deck anyway. We play 3 Left Arm Offering. This basically searches any spell in the game. You just have to banish your hand. It's not the end of the world if you banish your hand, because honestly you need your normal summon, and then you basically, the rest of your hand, you have there's even cards where you can banish and it helps you, like the Mesra. If this gets banished, you get summoned back. If this gets banished, you can banish another monster and summon it back. So even if cards get banished, it's not even the end of the world. It's actually good sometimes. We play a Grasslick Screener. This is the card that you search. It basically mills the difference between your deck and your opponent's deck. We're playing a 60 card deck, so usually you'll mill like 30 cards, 20 to 30 cards, depending on what they're playing. 3 Zombie World, Heart and Soul the deck. 2 Emergency Teleport. Like I said, this is the Cyframe package. If you watch the gameplay, and then you'll see what it does. 2 Forbidden Droplets. Again, we only go second, and we can't set cards, so we don't only go second. I meant to say, like, we don't have any hand traps and stuff, so it's actually quite good for going second. You can't set cards if you activate Left Arm Offering. That's 1 drawback. And then we play 1 Assault Mode Activate, which is the brick that you have to run for the Cyframe package. Extra deck, we got 1 Immortal Dragon. This is another Foolish Burial. There's like 50 Foolish Burials in this deck. You have like Mizuki, Shang-Chi, this thing, Gozuki. Where's Gozuki? Gozuki. These are all and Unizombie. So you have a bunch of different ways to send a zombie. You can send like 4 or 5 zombies to the graveyard, specific zombies to the graveyard every single turn. It's insane. Stardust. This is the for XL Synchron. You just summon it. 1 Chaos Ruler. Obviously it mills 5. It's amazing. Skeletal Dragon Felgrand is another good one. On summon, it banishes a monster. It's kind of like Doom King's effect. And then a monster summoned from the graveyard, you can banish. You can negate a face-up monster. We've got the Excel Synchron. It basically makes a really strong Baron de Fleur, but it also brings back a tuner. This is good if you set it up. The Virtual World, Shang-Chi. Basically, any card that leaves the field gets banished instead. That's like incredibly good, because it's just good against a lot of decks, because you have this synchro monster that anytime anything leaves the field, it's banished. It's good against a ton of different decks. Good against Melfi, they get no recursion. Good against any deck. It's pretty much good against that uses the graveyard, including the mirror match. We're playing Baron de Fleur, obviously. Sword Soul Supreme, which might even be better than Baron de Fleur in this deck, because you banish so much. Yeah, you banish so much in this deck that it might actually be better. It does a lot. It's like your boss monster. This is one of the ways you can get over the big pearly monster, because it's just gigantic. Then we've got Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Like I said, this is to summon Fossil Dyna and a variety of other things. It can summon any zombie monster to your opponent's graveyard. 1 Chaos Angel. Really cool new card. Zombie Vampire. You can modulate levels to make things level 8, and it's very good. Vampire Sucker Key. Very important. Free draws. Vendret Savior for going second. Vampire Fascinator for going second, and then Underworld Goddess because we need something to play against those stupid dog cats, the Pearlies, so we need something to play against them. So this is typically very good. Even if they summon their unaffected monster, you just summon 4 monsters and link it away. It's usually pretty good. But let's get to the replays. Alright, for the first replay here, we have a replay against, I believe this is Sprite Melfi, which is actually quite a strong deck. I think they still use the Frog engine, but I mean, because it's just too good to pass up. But you know, it's the Sprite engine we've got here. We didn't draw any hand traps because we don't play any hand traps. But I'm actually going to speed a little bit through this. But he's going to basically go full Sprite Melfi combo. He's going to summon everything he needs. He's going to search the Sprite starter, basically everything in the trap card. He's going to go Sprite Elf, which is still not banned. As you can see, full combo. He's going to go Sprite. Yeah, full combo. Pretty good end board here. As you can see, he's going to Melfi of the Forest. Search what he needs to, which is going to be the caddy. And then end phase, he's going to set a card, and he's going to summon the Melfi caddy. And we're going to start off. We're going to activate Danger Bigfoot. I still don't know why people don't understand that the dangers aren't once per turn. And it doesn't matter what rank you are. Like, there's still people that just don't understand this because they're so used to playing against meta decks that they don't even know that other decks exist or how to use them or anything. But I'm going to activate Bigfoot. I'm going to start going through my deck kind of with the dangers. Obviously, they're very good. He's going to activate Sprite to bounce my Bigfoot. This card's not once per turn, so I can just activate it again. If I could bounce my own Bigfoot, it would help. Now, right here, I actually understand why he does this on this next play, because he's going to activate the Melfi Penny. And I'm like, okay, now I understand why he bounced it, because obviously he's going to summon the Herald of the Arclight here. And Herald of the Arclight is very good against my deck, because any card sent to the graveyard or sent from the deck gets banished instead. So essentially, if we activate Left Arm Offering and get the Grasp Screener, we actually would banish everything. So he's going to do everything. He's going to get the negate back on board, the red, he's going to get the carrot. He has the red, the carrot, he negated our forbidden droplets, and now we just have basically monster effects. We're going to activate Bigfoot, discarding the Tsuchinoko, and all of the dangers activate even if banished, which is fantastic. We're going to activate the Thunderbird. Now we're hoping to get rid of the Left Arm Offering, but unfortunately we keep discarding other stuff, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to go right here into Chaos Angel, because you don't even need a tuner for this card, which is just absolutely insane, and on summon it banishes a card. Now right here I'm going to go ahead and banish the Sprite Elf, which is, I don't want to get it back in any way. And then in battle phase, we're going to waste our battle phase. We're not going to be able to win this turn anyway, so I don't really care. He's going to steal our monster with that card, which is really good, which is the Sprite card. He didn't even search this. He just happened to draw it. Now we can activate Left Arm Offering comfortably, activate Grasp Screener again comfortably. Basically, everything he has is all used up, which is really good. And now we're going to start going off. We mill probably 20-something cards because his deck was already low, and now we just start going off. And this is the strength of this entire engine. All of these Mizukis will show you exactly why. We're going to keep sending Mizuki to the graveyard to basically build board advantage continuously. And now we're going to bring back the Gozuki, mill another Mizuki, and as you can see, we just keep getting more and more monsters on the board. We're going to mill another Mizuki, and then we're going to go into the Immortal Dragon right here. And again, we're just going to keep milling and milling and milling and milling, and continuously just getting more and more resources on board, stronger and stronger boss monsters, and we still haven't even locked ourselves into zombies. We're going to go into Baron de Fleur. This is going to continue to help us clear the board. We're going to get rid of the Melfi of the Forest. Mad Mauler now, we're going to lower that to 8, and now we can use those two to make a level 10. And basically, we're going to go into the Red Eye Zombie Lord, which is an incredibly important card. We're going to end on this. Great ending here. During the standby, or not even during the standby phase, during the main phase, as soon as he activates Ronin Tonin, we're going to chain the Red Eyes Dragon Lord, and then, or Red Eyes Zombie Lord, to special summon back the Fossil Dyna. Fossil Dyna is too big. It is stronger than all of the basically level 2 monsters that they run in Sprite. So we just summon that in defense mode, and that is basically checkmate. The second we summon that, they couldn't XYZ summon. Even if they had the level 2s on field, there's nothing that they could possibly do. I respect my opponent, so I just go immediately to battle phase and end the turn. I could have obviously kept playing, trying to do dailies, but I just want to get to the next game and not waste time. But that is match number 1. Pretty good. Alright, next up we've got another replay. This time it is against Labyrinth, and we are actually going We're actually going first, which is really nice. We're going to activate the Side Reflector, but we're playing against Labyrinth, so of course they have the Infinite Permanence plus the Lady Labyrinth, which is incredibly annoying. They're going to be able to special summon this and negate our monster, which in most cases would be the end of a person's turn, but we have nothing but gas in our deck. We're going to activate Left Arm Offering. We're going to search the Grass Looks Greener. Grass Looks Greener is going to mill us a ton of cards. I don't know how many, 35. I don't know how many we had, but it's a lot of cards. So we're going to activate Glow Up Bloom Chain Link 2 so we can summon things we don't want to mill. And then we're going to mill additional cards. To summon Shang-Chi, mill 5 more cards, which is awesome. And then we've got that. We're going to go to Mizuki. Mizuki's going to special summon a monster back, which is going to summon the Doom King Baller Drak. We are locked into zombies right now, so just keep that in mind. And activate another Mizuki, and then we're going to chain the Doom King so we can banish the Labyrinth on the field, which is quite key because we got to get them off those copies. Summon Gozuki, and again, this is the crazy loop right here. Now we get to, like, the deck sends so many monsters to the graveyard, it's insane. Aside from the obvious Grass Looks Greener mills, it sends so many monsters, it's kind of crazy. Immortal Dragon's going to turn itself into a level 2. There's so much level modulation too. That's another thing. Like, that's an entire, like, crazy part of the skill involved with this deck is all of the level modulation that this deck does. We're going to summon any monster, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to get a Link monster onto the field here. Link those two away to summon the Vampire Sucker because we want some free draws. Activate Fairy Tale Snow. Like I said, Fairy Tale Snow is like, it summons 3 monsters every single turn, which is crazy. Shang-Chi is going to banish another card, summon itself, and then Mezra will summon another card. So we basically, every time we activate Snow, we get to summon 3 monsters. If we weren't zombie locked, this would be just insane because we would be unbelievably comboing off here. We're going to draw a card, which is a pretty good draw. Side Reflector, Mezra. Oh, by the way, when you summon back Mezra, you can modulate its level to turn itself into a level 7. I forgot to mention that during the deck profile. But yeah, when you summon Mezra from the banish pile, after you banish it, you can make it level 7. So you saw it was a level 1 plus a level 7. Let us get to the level 8 here. We're going to go into Avenger and Savior, only because we're zombie locked, so we're just summoning dumb stuff now. And then we're going to end our turn here. We put the Fossil Dyna in the graveyard, which is important. Doom King's going to bring itself back right here. For free every standby phase, as long as it's a field spell. Draw another card. It's like a crazy resource engine. They have the lovely Labyrinth field spell. They're going to set a monster. We're going to activate the Red Eye Zombie Dragon to summon a monster back. Chain Doom King, banish the face down. And like I said, that thing is crazy. We activate the Fossil Dyna right away because we want to do it on their end phase before they can do anything crazy on our turn. Now, what they probably have face down is like Welcome Labyrinth, Big Welcome Labyrinth, stuff that's really good, but you can't activate that stuff with Fossil Dyna on the field. So it's essentially like a checkmate. They realize this and they surrender instead of getting their dailies. But that is replay number 2. All right, guys, this is the final replay here. I believe it is, I don't remember what it was against, but in this one we're actually going first. Our hand is just kind of okay. We have the side frame package, but we drew the brick. But we have reasoning, so we could probably get out of it. We're going to go ahead and mill or get to Unizombie. No one ever gets to the level right. We're going to be able to discard the Assault Beast, increase its own level, summon back the Assault Beast, send Necroworld Banshee to the graveyard, and Necroworld Banshee is going to get us out to Zombie World. We're going to go into the probably not the Immortal Dragon, the other dude, the one that mills 5, the Magical Dragon. Magical Dragon is just a crazy card, milling 5 and adding 1. Our mills are actually quite good. I have no complaints whatsoever about any of the mills. We're going to add Danger Bigfoot. Obviously Bigfoot's crazy. Discarding the Mizuki. Fairy Tale Snow or Mizuki would have been good, or even the Assault Mode Activate. Any discard other than Bigfoot would have been just perfectly fine. Put that back, and we're going to put that back, summon Plague Spreader, bring out the Baron de Fleur. Baron de Fleur is another like insane card in this deck, so easy to make, it's kind of outrageous. We're actually going to overlay both of the Magical Dragon and the Baron de Fleur to go into the Vampire Zombie, which will allow us to mill 4 more cards. So as you can see here, we didn't draw Grass Looks Greener or a way to get the Grass Looks Greener, but that doesn't matter because we have, essentially with this route, we can mill 9 cards. So milling 9 cards is usually as good as milling like, 15-20 cards, because once you mill certain cards you can get to your main combos. We're going to go into the Immortal Dragon, activate Gozuki, banish that to special summon from our hand, and we're just going to continue to kind of play. We're going to send the Mesra to the graveyard because he's protection plus additional stuff, like he's really good. Going to Skeletal, since we are, I believe at this point, zombie locked. We're going to banish the red out of the graveyard here. That way we don't have to deal with it ever again, because Sprite doesn't really have a way to get back banished stuff too easily, at least. We're going to summon the Baron de Fleur. I mean, the combo just keeps going and going. Baron de Fleur summoned back with Mizuki, and this is our end phase board. It doesn't seem like it's that great, but as always with zombies, it's like a things just keep getting worse and worse for your opponent as it goes on and on. You get to keep drawing, you get to keep summoning back free stuff. We're going to activate the Keldo to shuffle back the Rodent Totem and our own reasoning, and then we're going to chain also the Doom King to banish the on-field monster. We cannot let him get a level 2 to stick onto the field, because if he does that, then he can start unloading his entire hand. He's going to Foolish Burial. I'm not going to do anything about it with my Baron de Fleur, but when he activates Nimble Angler, I'm just going to negate that with the Doom King Baller Truck. So there's our other interruption. This deck can put up so many interruptions, kind of crazy. Summon the Sprite, activate Change of Heart. We have no choice but to negate it, because we cannot let him get our Baron de Fleur, because then he can start popping our stuff, popping our field spell. We must negate it. This is like guaranteed. And all he has left is the brick, the Gamma Burst. He's going to Gamma Burst. We're going to banish, summon Mesra Deville, protect, and then banish. That's just a crazy effect, and he sees the writing on the wall and basically scoops it up. That is the last replay. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, and tell me what else you guys want to see. Thank you for watching.
La 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 la.